Hello, welcome to another live broadcast of Master Investors Company. Glad to be here again on another valuable video. Today's topic is going to be about something that is up and rising, and it is why artificial intelligence is taking jobs away forever. And this might be a concerning to you if you're someone that relies on a job to live your life and get ahead financially. So what we got to do is change our mindset so that we can begin changing with the world and the technology that is changing rapidly. So as you can see, you can, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Also, head to our website to find the blog. I'm going to leave the link below on the description, and I'm also going to leave another lucrative links and tools, resources that you can tap into and start building passive income. Because if you're relying on a job to make your money, you're making a type of income that is called earned income or ordinary income. And if artificial intelligence is taking away the jobs, then you might find yourself in the future without a job and without any income. So we got to start building passive income, because regardless of the artificial intelligence, passive income will always come to us even when we're sleeping. I'm going to show you why, and I'm also going to help you change the mindset so that you can start building the asset column. It's all about focusing in acquiring and building assets that produce cash flow. So you can also head to our website and find our digital courses that we have available for you. You can do this from anywhere in the world. All you need is to have access to the internet, and you can download it, the digital course, right to your device, a cell phone, laptop. You can also download a copy straight to your hard drive. The first digital course that we have is how to build cash flow with the internet, turn passive income on, a total guide to learning how to build cash flow from the internet, filled with financial education made simple. Learn the new rules of money and invest with them to get wealthy fast. The book has over 500 pages, is filled with a lot of valuable information, and it has a step-by-step guide in how to start building passive income with the internet. Remember, after 1989, we enter the information age. We transfer from the industrial age to the information age. And we have to start seeing things with our mind rather than with our eyes. So everything becomes invisible, and everything that is physical is not longer as valuable because the world has changed. As you can see, money is digital now. We can transfer money very quickly from any person in the world. We can literally, with one click, transfer money back and forth. So money has become digital, and also businesses has become digital. With artificial intelligence coming to us every single day, it has also shifted things that makes the point of everything becoming invisible more valuable. Okay, so make sure you join our community for $49.99. You get to have the digital course, and you get to have a personal financial statement that we built for you so that you can download it in Excel and then start filling it out and visit that financial statement every week so that you can begin to see where you need to improve and what you need to take away from your life that is causing you to not be financially free. In other words, we're going to be able to see what liabilities we have, what assets we have, what type of income we are making, and we can improve that. And remember, any business or investment has a financial statement. And regardless whether you're poor, middle class, or rich, we all have a financial statement. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you have no assets today, you still have a financial statement. Fill it out, and it will tell you the story of where you are financially today so that you can get to point B. Okay, and it's going to help you also be able to read others' financial statements. So the foundation of wealth is found in the ability to be able to read financial statements. That's why this course right here is so valuable for $49.99, and it has the potential to change your life forever. We also have added a mutual agreement for finder's fee, because we talked about how often people leave money on the table when they're connecting other people to other services. In other words, we have a person that we know or a business, and we tell a friend or somebody on a network to go buy that service, but we never get a commission from that transaction because we never told them that if we send somebody their way and they purchase, we should have our percentage, whatever that may be. And so we can negotiate that, and this agreement right here that we have is universal. It can work for anybody. So you sign it with the individual, the business, and therefore every time you send somebody to them, you have earned a percentage from the transaction that they will make along their lifetime, because sometimes customers start shopping from that company forever, and they never leave that company. For example, a customer could last a lifetime buying from a company. So it's important that we can position ourselves successfully with our relationships. Business is all about relationships and putting the legal documents in front and ethically asking for our part of the cake, if you will. So let's dive into the blog of today. Is called Why Artificial Intelligence is Taking Jobs Away Forever. So number one, we must understand that 1989 we entered the information age. Everything becomes invisible, and I like to call it the entrepreneur age. Why? Because as jobs are disappearing, we got to bring out the entrepreneur that we have inside of us. I believe we all have talents and skills that the world needs, and with today's technology, we can deliver that in automation with videos, with digital courses, with PDFs, with ebooks, and audiobooks, and other forms of platforms that allow us to deliver our content that is valuable, because information and knowledge is the new money. In other words, we live in a world with so much information that not all information is great. We have 24 hours a day. We must be very precise in what we're listening to, what we're watching, what time we invest into what, because it can take us either the right way or it's going to take us the wrong way. So we have to be very careful in the way we invest our time and consume the information. We have to be very picky about what we listen to and what we read. So as we have information basically for free everywhere, we gotta dig very deep through all the garbage that is out there and grab what is gold for us. So very important that we understand that 1989, everything changes. Everything becomes invisible, okay? So at the end of this valuable video, I want you to take the fact that we must see the world with our mind rather than with our eyes. In the industrial age, the biggest physically was the best. But in the information age, the invisible is the best. So we got to see a business of, whether it's network marketing, whether it's a digital business that we have, we got to be able to see it with our mind. So let's train our mind. Let's change our mindset. Once we move from the left side of the cash flow circle to the right side, then artificial intelligence, robots, and other development technologies become exciting opportunities, not threats to our security. Have we noticed how everything seems to be automated these days? That is the main reason why artificial intelligence is taking jobs away forever. We always talk about it here in Master Investors community that we need to understand systems, because a true business is a system of systems. We got to be able to build something that doesn't require us to be present to make the money. We got to be able to detach ourselves from the business that we're building so that we can see it grow from a distance. And that is a true business. We got to be able to create freedom from our business, not have our own job. We got to work on our business, not in our business. And if you have any questions, make sure you drop it on the comments below. Thank you for watching. And also make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you find this information valuable, share it with your community, because things become a treasure when we share them. And more so when the information is so valuable that you can help somebody that you know. And remember, it's all about building a team of like-minded people. And if you have the ability to be able to impact somebody in your community and your lines, then they might join you in the mission, because business and investing is a team sport. Okay, we must do it with a team. Otherwise, we are losing from the beginning because we're fighting against big teams. So we got to build our own team and our own systems. Not build them literally, but acquire them, because the systems are already built for us. That's a beautiful thing about this information age. Everything is pretty much built for us. All the hard work is already done. You don't need to learn how to create codes or build websites in a way that is so difficult. Actually, it's so easy that you can drag and drop whatever you need on your website today, so anybody can do it. That's the point. We have so many tools and so many opportunities when we are on the right side of the cash flow circle. We probably have had a gadget that dedicates its days to sweeping our floors, a coffee maker that prepares our perfect brew while we shower, a backup camera in our car so we don't even have to turn our head while reversing, virtual assistants and smart speakers in each room of our house that play music on command or add things to our grocery list, and thermostats and lights that are programmed to go on and off on a schedule of our choosing. It is so liberating not having to worry about this mundane task, which free us up our time to focus on more important things. But do we ever stop to think about the long-term ramifications of technology advances on our lives? For instance, if they have already taken over our minor chores, will all the jobs be replaced by robots eventually? And that's what you gotta take a look at your life. Do you have a job that you depend on every single month to pay your bills? And if the answer is yes, then this video is for you, because this is going to help you shift your mindset, and it's going to put you on the right path to creating wealth. Is technology replacing human jobs? When we think about robots taking over jobs, we are probably picturing blue-collar workers on assembly line at a large manufacturer. Well, according to the analysis firm Oxford Economics, robots could replace up to 20 million manufacturing jobs around the world by 2030. So we are not wrong, but assembly lines aren't the only jobs that could get caught in technology crosshair. A Brookings Institution report says roughly 36 million Americans hold jobs with high exposure to automation, meaning at least 70% of their tasks could soon be performed by machines using technology. This includes cooks, waiters, other food services roles, short-haul truck drivers, and clerical office workers. If you have been in Olive Garden, Applebee's, or Chili's recently, you probably noticed is tabletop tablets, which allows customers to order and pay at the tables through the device. Goodbye servers and cashiers. That's why it's so important to get financial educated and get your mentors in your life, because if you're dependent on a job, then your future might be at risk. Because once that job is gone, then what are you going to do? How are you going to create money if you didn't prepare to build passive income? Because if a job doesn't exist, then you're out of luck. You're going to have to struggle. And if you're clever enough, you'll be able to create passive income, because with today's technology, we can actually do that very fast. We can become rich fast. And if we're not doing it fast, then we don't have the right mentors, because all the tools and resources are already there for us. Dozens of other professionals are also at risk. as technology replaces human jobs across the board. For example, cab and Uber drivers will need to find new employment once self-driving cars become more common. Telemarketers and customer service agents are being replaced by chatbots that are getting smarter by the minute, and even healthcare workers are being shoved aside by robots that can perform surgery with enhanced precision. There's a speculation that lawyers, journalists, soldiers, and pilots are on the chopping block too. And in fact, I just read an article today that Tesla has decided to lay off a lot of the workers, managers, and all sorts of people in their company because of automation. Not so much because of the economy. It's due to automation, and robot is much cheaper, and it doesn't complain, and it has less liability. So it's better for the company at the end. No job is safe from robots. It seems that almost everyone will have to face the reality that their job today might be gone by tomorrow. This is nothing new. We have been saying for years that the traditional job is becoming obsolete and a surefire way to stay stuck in the rat race. But many people aren't prepared for the radical changes coming our way. If we look at it from an employer point of view, robots are ideal employees. They don't get sick, they don't take long lunches, they don't watch kitten videos on YouTube throughout the day or chit-chat at the water cooler. They don't have social security or health care. They don't need pensions. They don't need an annual bonus or a raise. They show up on time, are more efficient, and often safer than human workers. It is starting to make sense how jobs will be replaced by robots, isn't it? Move to the right side of the cash flow circle. Now if we are an employee or self-employed, the left side of the cash flow circle, this all sounds pretty scary, but for those on the right side of the cash flow circle, business owners and inside investors, it is music to our ears. Which side of the cash flow circle are we on right now? That's the question. Drop your side below. Either you're on the left side right now or you're on the right side. Make sure you put on the comments below and let me know so that we can have some interaction and understand where we need to shift, right? And so very important to have a community that is engaging in helping each other. If the coming automation scares us, maybe it is time to make the move to the right side of the cash flow circle. What I mean by this is leave the traditional career and job behind and become a business owner or an inside investor. And we can do both simultaneously, because once we have successfully become a business owner with a system or systems that is bringing in sales on autopilot, then we got to move that cash flow. Remember, the formula of velocity of money is, number one, acquire an asset that produces cash flow. Number two, recoup the initial invested capital back as soon as possible. Even if we're using a credit card, hopefully we are, if we're using other people's money, the bank's money, right? Get that money back as soon as possible. Number three, keep control over the asset, even after we have recouped the initial invested money back. Number four, move the cash flow that is being generated from the asset to acquire a new asset, whether in the same business, for the same business, to help us scale it, to create more cash flow, or to acquire a different asset on a different asset class. We have 5 different asset classes that we can invest on. We talk about it here all the time. Which ones are they? So I can remind you again. Is number 1 is paper assets. Number 2, commodities. Number 3, business. Number 4, cryptocurrencies. Number 5, real estate. Diversification is when we are successfully diversified in all those 5 classes, or more than 2 at least, so that when the economy crashes, because it does that throughout history and throughout time, the economy goes up and down. So as a master investor, as an inside investor, we understand that. And so we are prepared. We're not predicting, or we are hoping that the market goes up or down. We don't care. We just are prepared for any type of market because we have diversified correctly and we have acquired cash flow and assets. So number 4 was move that cash flow that is being generated from the asset to acquire another asset that produces cash flow, aka passive income. Number 5, repeat the formula. And that's how we get to the velocity of money, and we reach something that is called infinite return on investment, which is music to a businessman and investor's ear. Is when we creating and printing money legally for free without any money being invested into the asset. We keep control over the asset, we recoup all the money back, and that asset continues to produce passive income. So very important to understand that. Infinite return on investment. When we make the move from the left side of the circle, those who pay the most in taxes and trade their time for money, to the right side of the circle, those who pay the least in taxes and create or invest in assets that produce cash flow for us even when we are sleeping. We will no longer be dependent on a job that could easily be done by a robot. Instead, we can build our own wealth generating vehicles like an invisible digital business with artificial intelligence, or real estate investment properties that generate passive income, aka cash flow. The best part, we can position ourselves to take advantage of the common disruption and use technology to help us achieve financial freedom and create true wealth. Let the robots do the work. Instead of fearing this new technology replacing human jobs, embrace it and use it to help you build your business. What used to take millions of dollars in an office full of people can now be done by one person with a laptop and an internet connection. The developments in technology make starting our own business easier and more lucrative than ever before. In addition, robots are cheap and efficient labor. When a person is operating on the left side of the quadrant, that is scary. But on the right side of the circle, it is an incredible opportunity. We can let the robots do the work while we sit back and enjoy the cash flow, aka passive income. Technology also makes it easier to invest, whether we are interested in stocks or real estate or any of the other asset classes. There are new developments every day that make it easier to be in control over our investments. Change our perspective. The worst thing a person can do is sit back on the sidelines and watch their job disappear. We believe there are two keys to financial security: entrepreneurship and real estate investing. At its core, entrepreneurship is based in an innovation, finding ways to make money solving problems both large and small. This is difficult to automate because it is not predictable. In the future, the highest paid people will be those who don't do predictable tasks, but instead will be those who create new solutions and opportunities. As for real estate investing, once a person begins to create monthly cash flow, we will no longer be a slave to an employer, right? Because the person will have money they can count on flowing into their account each month from the real estate or asset that they control. And once their monthly cash flow exceeds their monthly expenses, they are financially free and they can focus on building more wealth by focusing on the asset column, not really on the income column. Focusing on the asset column that produce passive income. The income will follow once we have built or acquired a successful asset. And there is so many opportunities in the real estate industry right now. For instance, think about all those corporate buildings that have been sitting empty for the last 2 years due to COVID-19 and the shift to remote work. While some companies are making moves to bring workers back to their brick and mortar locations, many are going to stick with the remote setup, in large part because employees are demanding that flexibility or threaten to join the great resignation. Likewise, it's because people are saying, hey, if you don't let me work from home, then I'm going to quit. And so because they're also finding out that they can actually make more money online, that they can actually build their business online and not having to go back to work for that company. Likewise, a staggering number of small businesses had to close their doors over the last few years. And that space is just sitting there waiting to be reimagined. Thinking of unique ways to repurpose vacant commercial properties, perhaps into co-working office spaces, housing, or even e-commerce fulfillment centers. It is a brilliant way to make your mark in real estate investing. Heck, we can even start buying real estate in the metaverse if we are feeling like going where few investors have gone before. Yes, we can actually buy virtual real estate today. And just like in real life, it is all about location, location, location. Since there's a lot to learn in this brand new space, it is definitely wise to study up before investing in it. That's why financial education is at the base of true wealth, because the more financial education we have, the more control we have over our decisions when it comes to money. We don't have to give our money away to anybody. We can raise the money, we can use our credit, we can use loans, we can use other people's money to create more wealth for us. So it's unnecessary to give our money and control and leave our financial future in the hands of others when we can actually educate ourselves with the right mentors. And of course, that's why we created Master Investors company. Aside from it being an investment management company, we created the financial department, which we have a mission, and that is to elevate the financial well-being of humanity with high-quality financial education made simple, with opportunities that allows you to create passive income and wealth. No matter what we decide to do, all we need is change of mindset. Once we move from the left side to the right side of the cash flow circle, robots and other development technologies become exciting opportunities, not threats to our security. Jobs being replaced by robots won't affect us because we will offer something not amount of AI can compete with. Start a business online today. Use technology to invest for cash flow. Build or create something new using robots. Look for problems we can solve and profit from. The bigger the problem we solve, the more money people will pay us. Embrace the technology coming our way and use it to put up on the path to financial freedom and true wealth. Make sure if you like this valuable video, give us a like, share it, subscribe, and let me know in the comments below your questions, your thoughts. We'll be coming back to answer each question that we get from our viewers. Get our latest ebook and join our community. Bring the master investor out of you. How to build cash flow with the internet. Turn passive income on. This ebook is filled with valuable information, and it will change your mindset and as much your financial life. Okay, we also left some lucrative resources, as you can see in front of you, and I hope that this have paint a great picture on what is to come in the near future regarding artificial intelligence. I appreciate your time, bringing you the good and bad news of money, the business principles that work in all economies, and I will see you on the next live broadcast. Bye for now.